Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood number 107. This is a door pull, is what it is, and this particular order for this client is for a pair of them, meaning a set mounted back to back, which means they ordered a multiple of two. There happens to be 3 pair of poles on this order, which means the client literally ordered 6 poles and then specified the mount type to be back to back. So when you order 6 and you say back to back, well, it's to be certainly fairly assumed that you want 3 pair back to back. I guess it's possible that you might be trying to say, no, I want only the inside of 6 sets because we lost the half of the pairs. But when you order 6 set back to back, we know that it's 3 pair. It's still 6 handles, but we would call them 6 total poles. We would call it 3 pair of poles rather than 6 individual poles. So on a back-to-back set like this, we've got an outside and an inside. Now this particular set was ordered for a specific door thickness, a little bit thinner than standard, and you are more than welcome to indicate that in the comment field at the time of order, what you would like to have in terms of a door thickness. And the reason that that's important is because the length of the bolt will be directly related to the thickness of the door. And if you have thin doors like 1 3/8, or in this client's instance 1.5 inches, you've got all these poles that you'll end up having to trim the bolts down. There's no need to do that. Just tell us, and they'll come that way. So these bolts have been literally prepped for a thinner door. So a 107, getting back to that without me entertaining you as I unpackaged everything, a 107 is this pole. A 107 is a pole that's going to be 3/4 inch diameter. It's going to be as a result, 9.5 inch overall length, 8 3/4 inch overall length, because it has an 8 inch center to center. This happens to be the 628, which means two things: clear anodized type finish, and also made of aluminum. So it's a clear anodized aluminum on an aluminum base material. A clearance dimension is going to be, I'm sure it's supposed to be 1.5 inches. It is. And therefore it'll have a projection of course, 2 1/4 inch. Okay, very handsome pole, very light. They weigh about 0.6 pound per pole, at least they would with their mounting. Now in this instance, since we're talking about, well, let's back up. If this was a through bolt, you'd literally have a flathead machine bolt here and a finish washer, and you'll through bolt it right through the door. If it's a single pole, that's a great way to do that. If it's a single pole, a decorative way to do that would be to go with a type 12, which is not listed here, which would give you a decorative through bolt. Be a nice decorative cap on the inside of that, on the opposite side, so that you're not seeing the head of a screw. You can do concealed mount like a type 6 or a type 8, where you insert, or you drill and tap the face of the door and then insert the bolt, and you use a set screw principle when this slides over the cone head to tighten it down. Speaking of that, that's what the inside looks like of a back-to-back set. So we've got a bolt, a cone head bolt, that will go through the door, it will thread through the door, it will thread, and you'll tighten it down. Then of course this is going to nest right over on top, and then you use the included set screw to fix this down to the cone head bolt. That's how it back-to-back. This is a type 5 mount is what this is. You can do back-to-back mount for glass doors, which would be the same principle, but these bolts would be, of course, much shorter. This client did specify an 1.5 inch thick door, which means that the threaded length is going to be about a 1/2 inch longer. That's normal. That threaded length would be about 2 1/4 if it was an 1 3/4 door. So they literally cut this bolt down to size. That's how that would work. Okay. Obviously, being a 107 common pole, you can order this in a dark bronze anodized, a black anodized. You can order it made of solid architectural bronze, onto which you can do your brasses, your bronze, your chromes, your nickels, your oil rubbed bronze, satin polished type finishes along with that oil rubbed finish as well. You can do it in stainless steel, satin, or polished. It's still a 107. A 107 really means diameter, center to center, clearance, and giving you, of course, projection. Then you specify the finish, which infers the base material as well. Then you specify the mounting type and handing if necessary. You know, a set of poles like this, you know, does it really matter what the hand is, I suppose? If you wanted these set screws to be on a particular side of the door, you could certainly specify a hand, but otherwise it's not going to be, you know, anything specified, you know, what side of the pole that they would actually prep those on. Okay. There is a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure, where you can review the 107 against its sister products, the 102, 105, 106, 107, 108, and 109. They're all the same diameter, their centers change. In this column, the 107 for us is the most common, an 8-inch center to center. You can get into the 1-inch diameter, which are indeed more common than the 3/4-inch diameter poles. Okay, those are just straight poles. Of course, Rockwood can give you the offset poles in that 1-inch diameter as well. There's then a link to the mounting options, which will show you most of all the common options in terms of mounting, but not all of them, because the documents seem to evolve with time. If you're looking for a mount type that's not obvious here for you to be able to order, reach out to us and we'll help you get that ordered, etc. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Rockwood products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Rockwood, this is their part number 107 in a 628 finish, pole, or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.